What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Prop Wiz. I'm your host, The Wiz. If you've been following me and you're one of the lucky few that saw me unboxing the Miles Morales 1/6 scale figure, then you probably heard me talking about the Comic-Con coming up this weekend, where I'm trying to get Shameik Moore's autograph. At that same Comic-Con, James O'Barr, who wrote and created The Crow, was going to be there as well. Of course, I got a figure, and of course, I got to get his autograph. So I figured it'd be the perfect time to go ahead and do an unboxing on film for you guys, as I have to, of course, open the box to get it ready for his signature. Anyway, man, The Crow is a big deal. Of course, after Batman '89, you had a series of these comic book movies that were dropping, most of them having this dark feel to them, and The Crow definitely fit that element. They probably figured they had a comic book character that didn't feel like a superhero, but still has some of those dark elements from the '89 Batman film that was real popular. Of course, also essential to this film is the fact that Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee, passed away, was actually killed while filming this movie. I often wonder, knowing there was a couple of scenes in there where the Crow was completely dark, where it was played by another actor, and then there was a couple of scenes where you could tell it was Brandon Lee, like a cutout of him walking, and there was all these real cool scenes that were extremely artistic that I always wonder if that was part of the plan anyway. Was it going to have that look, or was that look birthed with the fact that they had to piece this movie together? That was one of the first movies that I really understood the stylization of a film. Again, I've already referenced Batman that had this Art Deco feel to it that was a little bit surreal, but The Crow was like on a whole nother level. I mean, they had shots where the whole city was on fire. The fire doesn't look fake. It almost looked like it was just all these cutouts. It looked like it was fake, but it was purposeful. It just looked super duper artistic, which brings us to this figure. The box art is definitely very reflective of that film. We actually got the Crow standing in that window that was in the movie. It was the window to his little loft, his little apartment, and the red filter over the whole thing just gives it that feeling of the fire, because the whole city was on fire the whole night. The back of the box just has a picture. Looks like both pictures, the front and the back, are pictures of the figure. This one, in my opinion, being the coolest looking one. Besides that, man, it's a Sideshow box, and I'm not gonna lie, man, Sideshow, they really don't do a lot with their box art, man. I like the pictures on it, but real skinny box is not a lot to it, man. This is one of those things where I've never wanted to display a Sideshow. I'm just being honest. And love Sideshow to death. Their box art just ain't their strong suit. With that being said, we don't buy the box. We buy the action figure. So let's open this bad boy up. Okay. Again, simple box. We don't quite have the window, the slip slide of the other figures that we've been opening, but we do get a preview of him when you take off the top box. And just in the window, from what we can see, man, we got a samurai sword or a katana, got a shotgun, a revolver, looks like a 45, and a crow. Now, the box art has a crow flying with his wings open. I'm not sure if we're gonna get that one. This one right here has his wings closed. The actual figure looks like he already has his jacket on. That's probably the way I'm gonna be keeping it. I see, again, on the box art, they got the shot on the front where he doesn't have the jacket and the shot on the back with the jacket. I always planned on leaving him with the jacket. I thought that looked cooler. So it was cool that the jacket is already on there. That's one less thing I gotta wrestle with. I've seen a few people complain about the quality of Sideshow figures. I haven't had any problems with it, but I've been real selective of what figures I bought. I really pay attention to the production art. Man, if you can't get the production art where you have all the lighting and all the time to make this figure look right, then it's not for me. And I think that's a lot of cases. Some of the figures I hear people complain about, it's like, yeah, you can kind of see in the art, in the photos they released, that it wasn't going to be the best figure. This one, to me, was dope. And I believe I missed one. I don't know if it was Hot Toys. I don't think it was Sideshow. I believe it was Hot Toys had released a Crow figure, and I had missed that release. So this was my second chance to get my hand on one. Jumped at it. Y'all, this is dope, man. Dude, this head sculpt is beautiful. Dude, that's Brandon Lee, man. It's crazy. A figure like this, and I guess it goes for a lot of figures, man. You just don't realize how complex it is painting. Me being someone who's 3D printed out statues and had to paint faces, there's a lot of texturing that goes in. And by no means am I a master. It's like I'm still learning that. but you kind of figure out when you're painting the face, there's these reds, there's purples, there's all these mix of colors in there to make up the face. So you got this crow figure, this Caucasian male, who also has white paint on top of his face. So you got to think his skin color is coming through a little bit. The paint is not made to look perfect. So there's all these different hues on the face. Man, he's actually got what look like there's cuts on his face. You can see the stubbles of his mustache. Man, the paint, dude, this is perfect, yo. This is one of those moments when you get to see something up close too. Like you've seen the movie, you've seen it, you know what it looks like, and then you get this figure and you just see just all the little details, man. Just how the lines, you got these clean lines of the tattoo-like design that he put, the sad face mask, right, that he used. But then there's all these hues of black right under his eyes, different shades of black, like the lipstick that he's using doesn't even look black. It almost looked like a reddish in some areas. So all this stuff that I really didn't notice until seeing him up close. But man, yeah, dude, perfect so far. We'll take out the accessories. Again, we got a pump shotgun. We got a katana, right? I believe it's a katana, not a samurai sword. We got the crow and 2 guns. We got a revolver and actually looks like a 9mm. I thought it was a 45. It looks like a 9. The revolver actually works. Opens up, turns. Got another layer of goodies. So I guess I got to give Sideshow a little bit of props. They know how to pack these little boxes. We got 7 hands. It's cool, man. All wrapped differently, where he had the tape wrapped around his hands. And we got 1 hand that got the bullet hole. And we got the stand and we got the guitar. Man, I'm having one of them days, them accessory days, where the accessories got my mind running wild. Like what I'm gonna use. Definitely using the guitar. Guitar is going on his back. Got to. And then I do like the shotgun, but I also like the sword. So we'll see. It's cool. Comes with a little leather strap for the guitar. Man, the details are crazy, yo. He's got the little ring, his wedding ring around his neck. Man, very realistic, yo. Looks like a little string. Okay, the rope, or say the guitar strap, does feel kind of long. So I gotta see if I can adjust that. Dude, the jacket is all torn. Shirt has holes in it. Yeah, they went through great lengths to get the detail right, I think. All right, I think I'm going with a mix of the scene where he's like, is that gasoline I smell? One of my favorite shots. It's one of my favorite cinematic shots, period. I think it's a dope shot. Hero shot. Okay, so that's cool. Like I said, I'm probably play around with the jacket, probably look at a picture and see exactly how that guitar was on his back. But I like the shotgun. The guns are cool, so they'll be displaying the case. He won't be holding them, but they'll be in the case. Dude, I think they missed the opportunity not putting a crow that's actually flying. I hate that they put that on the box, and then they just got this crow sitting still. Let's say if there was a way he could sit on the shoulders, then that would be dope. So anyway, missed opportunity, man, but not bad. And the difference between this and some of the other figures that I've reviewed so far on here is the price of these aren't bad. So Sideshow don't bang us upside the head with the price. I think he might have been $180, which isn't bad, man, with this level of detail. And this is one of those things where, like I said, if Hot Toys release was better, couldn't have been that much better. I mean, this is dope. Anyway, didn't check the flexibility that much because this is definitely one of those ones I'm just gonna have him standing pretty much straight up and down. He definitely had a lot of action in the movie, but I feel like the scenes where he had the coat, the iconic scenes that I like were, you know, the stuff of him standing in the window. I already said the thing about him turning around saying that he smelled gasoline. Those were the shots that were dope to me, and so basically gonna keep it like that simple. The rest of the costume, man, he got that little design on his belly. I always thought it was tape. I wasn't not real sure exactly what it was. I always thought it was like electrical tape or something that he had wrapped around his stomach. But all the little details, he got strings coming in and out of that wrap around his belly. The shirt is spandexy and realistic. He got holes all in there. He got strings coming out of the jeans, or leather pants, I should say. The leather coat is shredded. It's ripped up in the back. Some of the arms is ripped up. Boots look dope, man. And a lot of this is right out of the box, yo. Like he was already ready to be posed right out of the box, man. The stand is very simple. Old school standard stand. I love the fancy stands, but the good thing about this, there's no name tag. You got more room as far as direction. Like you can really turn that thing in any direction without worrying about where the center of the base is. I feel like when there's a name on it, it makes you feel like it has to be pointed straight ahead so people can read it. So Sideshow was cheap on the stand, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Dude, again, the head sculpt, man, the eyes look real. Got that wet look, man, that real realistic look. Man, he looks proportionate. I feel like you might have to play around with the jacket, you know, just to get that right, man. I got him sitting in a way where it might not look real, but I feel like it was dope when I took him out of the box. So we can get it back there. All in all, it's a dope figure, man. Puts me in the mind frame of the Mask of Zorro figure that I also believe, I think that might have been Sideshow as well. It seems like the quality is about the same area, man, which again is good, yo. Can't complain at all. So the only thing I'm missing is James O'Barr's signature, which, if all goes well, I'll have by Saturday. So stay tuned for the update. If I do end up getting that signature, man, I'll probably do just a little video showcasing the signature for this and the Miles Morales Spider-Man, if I'm lucky enough to get both. Anyways, leave me a comment, man. Let me know what you guys think. Does anybody else own this figure? Or were you one of the lucky ones that got your hands on the first release by the other company? Or the statue? I know they released a new statue that looks pretty dope too. Wiz ain't got no statue money right now. But anyway, if you like the video, please share with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll check you guys out next time, all right? Peace.
Pray that they die. Every day I pray that the darkest days fade away. Cause I fear if they're here to stay, then I think that we could all lose our way. Every day I pray that the darkest days fade away. Cause I fear if they're here to stay, then I think that we could all lose our way. Yeah. To die, nah, every day I pray not to become them, because sin will wash out in the wash. Their common sense is as common as anonymous calls. Intolerant thoughts, we know where it starts but can't agree with the cause. They calling it art, this thing that I do, but it's more me teaching the truth when I speak to the youth. But the grown-ups such, they needed it too. In that regard, it's hard, maybe I'm speaking to you, and it's gone on for so long that being right feels all wrong. All alone in this battle, the shackles on